What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It is an amazingly gorgeous day here in Colorado. Thank you for stopping by. We appreciate it. Got a couple things that we want to show you, give you some updates, and get some stuff done around the shop. So let's get to it. Well, one of the first things we got to do tonight, our trailer, one of our wood deck trailers, is kind of seeing its age, and well, this poor thing has been through a lot. So we got to, I'm not entirely sure. I think we're going to try to replace this piece of wood here and this piece of wood. And then I've got to go get a new tire to replace this one. And then this one has to be replaced too. It got a hole in it when I was hauling Preston's Miata. The brakes locked up. So, oops. So I got to run to Lowe's, grab a couple things for that. We'll show you how we're going to fix this and all that good stuff. Little update on these guys in here. The engine, it went boom. Terrible, I know. We have a new engine on order from Thompson Motorsports. We're still sitting 3 to 4 weeks out on that. We are getting an awesome build, a 434. It's an LS3 block sleeve with Darton sleeves, and it's going to be pretty awesome with this. Coilovers should be in next week for both front and rear. So we'll get all this wrapped up. New billet trailing arm should be in next week from Innovative Machining Solution, and we'll go ahead and knock out the suspension stuff on it, and when the new engine gets in, we'll drop that in, and we'll be back to PFI on the dyno. So little ways out on that, so this guy will just kind of be hanging out on the side for now, and we'll keep you posted on that. If you got any questions on the engine or anything that happened, definitely look back at our previous videos. You can come up here to the teardown, and if you didn't see it, it blew up when we took it to the dyno at PFI. Update on this guy. All right, so we got some changes here. I don't know if you guys remember, we talked about the belts. There was a little bit of play, and so we were trying to figure some stuff out, and through a course of playing around with all sorts of different configurations, this is what we're at now. So the way this is set up is, first and foremost, we added this pulley here. Wow, that zip tie is right in the middle of the way there. Sorry about that. Man, it is windy outside. Okay, so this pulley here, we had an extra pulley, so we figured out a way to put it there. I had to make a standoff, I don't know if you can even see it down there, to hold the pulley on the lathe, that guy there. And the cool thing is, this belt is super tight. When we go to put it on, you actually have to kind of slide it on, then tighten the bolts on the pulleys. And so at that point, the belt is fairly snug. So once we actually put the tight tensioner on, we moved it up here, and I still got to make some adjustments on this. Now this belt, you can see that's nice and tight. I'm squeezing really hard, and there's almost no deflection on that compared to before when it was coming from this pulley straight down to there. It was just bouncing up and around there. It was bouncing off the tube. I don't even know if you can, you can't see it. So we're really happy with that. We think that's going to work. We're not entirely sure, but we don't know. So we just got to try it and hope for the best, and we'll do some testing. We've got the other side torn off now because we are making a switch. On this car, we've been running a standard water pump with some minor modifications, but we're switching to an electric. It's supposed to be here in a few days, so we'll show you that when we get it and put it on. While we're doing that, though, we're kind of changing some belt routing around. As you know, we've had some problems with the steering, and you can kind of see here, that's the steering belt. Now that it's all open, it actually makes it really clear. But there's some alignment issues we're working with, so we're trying to get all that figured out and still playing around there. But I think since we're losing the water pump, we're going to try and get that onto the normal serpentine belt so it has the tensioner, and well, that's where it's supposed to be. So we're going to play with that and see what happens with it. Once we get the water pump in, supercharger back on, it's just hanging around there, and yeah, so that's kind of what's going on with these two. One other change that we're going to make, so brakes. Right now we have this Hydro Boost in here. It works. We have the steering, it works, but combined together, when you're full on the brakes, steering slows down. Why is that a problem? Well, when you're desert racing, you need fast steering, and I've been talking with Jake Berkey. If you don't know who that is, he's with Busted Knuckle. I'll put a link in the description below. Really knowledgeable dude, and we don't think that this Hydro Boost is going to flow enough to have the fast steering that we want. So he had the idea of putting together a master cylinder that was designed to work with our brakes and will give us optimum braking. And so he's putting that together with a custom pedal. Once we get that in, we'll show you what we're doing with that. So we're going to be pulling this Hydro Boost out, and I don't know, might sell it, might do something with it, or put it on another project. I don't know yet, but we'll get it figured out. What's up?
Good Dr. Pepper.
You're a Dr. Pepper fan?
I love Dr. Pepper.
You know what? That's so weird. I didn't know you liked Dr. Pepper. This whole time I've known you, I never even noticed that.
Depends on the day.
Very true. Rock bouncer update. We will be adding more tube to it in the coming weeks and wrapping this up soon. Joe's car, as you saw in our last video, we painted it. Okay, let's be blunt. We're not painters. We don't know what we're doing, and...
You know what I'm doing.
Do you?
I know what I'm doing.
I honestly,
putting paint in a sprayer.
why is it so windy all of a sudden? It's so loud.
Lots of wind.
I don't know what to say. Oops, almost fell over. Good news is the paint is very hard. It's going to hold up well. The bad news is Joe painted the windshield, so
I can't see.
he's getting a new windshield. The bad news is, of course, with black, as we all know, it shows everything. So, oh boy, it's let's just be honest. It is what it is. You know, we didn't come into this thing expecting high results, and like I said, we've never painted a car, so we wanted to take a stab at it and try it. And all things considered, Joe, I don't think we did a terrible job. I'm sure there's a lot we can learn about it, but for the very first time of painting a car, I'm not too dissatisfied. However, what I am dissatisfied with, typical paint job, you wet sand it, buff it out. This stuff won't buff. I don't know if it's the paint or what. Man, it sanded beautifully, it smoothed out. I mean, it's gorgeous, but it will not buff, and it's dull. So I don't know if that has to do with the paint or if it has to do with the fact we're not clear coating this. We're still up in the air what we're doing. And right now it kind of looks like one of those brand new parts that's primered. The paint, I'm actually really impressed with the paint. You know, again, it's not an expensive paint. It is a cheap tractor implement paint. And if you didn't see that video, check out our last video. It shows our experience with painting our first car. It's interesting. Personally, if it were me, which this is not my call, ultimately it's Joe, I like this kind of flat look. You know, it's not terrible. If the whole car was flat with the way it looks up here combined with how the wrap's going to be back here, I would like it. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's dried out really well, and if we didn't wet sand it, I think that some of this would buff out really well. Yeah, so that's what's going on with the Crossfire, and yeah, hate away. It's not the best, I know. You know, I'm sure we'll get a load of comments that we're horrible body work and we need to stick to other things, and that's fine. It's okay. I know it's okay. It's, you know, we'll take it. It's a learning experience for us. We're, you know, we always want to try new things. We know.
I'll throw my caveat on there too, because like I do appreciate the feedback too, and I want to get better at all the things I do. But I got two projects right now, this guy and this guy. And two of the things I'm trying to accomplish is with this one, I really want to learn a little bit. I want to better my skills on welding. And over here, I just really want to better my skills on all the little random things that I don't get to do on the tube cars.
Yes.
Because this is a completely different race car than anything that I've worked on yet.
I hate that we can see all these dents.
Yeah.
Let's be fair, it's not as bad as it was.
It's not as bad as it was.
I mean, it's actually in a...
Actually, the back half of the car came out really nice.
It's a little dirty from the wet sand in there, but...
The back half, there's almost no dents left at all from about here back. But unfortunately, that hood was just too beat up.
Oh, man. But it should hold up well because it's tractor paint. And...
Yeah.
Oh, no. Joe, you have permanent tire shine on those tires?
Yeah. It'll wear off. Those aren't even the tires that are going.
So there's some of our updates that we got going on. And I want to tell you right now, we have a really big project coming to the channel. I've got to go out to California this weekend, and I'm picking it up. I am beyond excited about this thing. And this is going to be a game changer. This is totally going to, I don't even know really where to start with it, we're just super excited about it. Joe's excited about it. Like, he's really excited. Not really. He's mad at me, actually. Corey's excited about it, but I can promise you, this vehicle that we're going to do is literally going to be one of one. And, you know, even something like this, you could say this is like one of one, but someone could build that easily. What we are going to do is insane. It's not easily done, we'll put it that way. And so many things have kind of fallen in place to make this happen that, oh, it's going to be wicked. And it's going to be our Sema car. So you're going to get to see the Sema build from start to finish. Hopefully we have Sema. Are we having Sema? I mean, is it actually happening?
Still scheduled.
They say it's still happening, so fingers crossed. But make sure you come back to the channel and just keep watching, because I promise you're going to be blown away by this build. And I know I've told you some stuff in the past that we're doing and different things. Put it this way, everything here, at this point, I would pull out of the shop just so we could do this build. So make sure you come back and check it out. You're going to love it, and it's going to be crazy. I'm excited. Well, that's fun. Lowe's had nothing I needed, but whatever. We'll find out solutions. We just need to make sure that these wood slats are tight. They're kind of bouncing around a little bit, so we'll figure out something here. And then we're going to go through tires, brakes, and hubs. Just make sure everything's good, because we got to take this trailer out to California and haul something back. You'll have to come back to see what it is. You're not going to believe this. Joe, he cleaned his box. Look at that. All that space now. It's about time. We're actually cleaning a bunch of stuff up in the shop. This table is almost clean, and we'll have this put up. So flat spaces here, apparently if we have a flat space here, we tend to fill it up. So the lower the amount of flat spaces, the less stuff we might have. I don't know. Let's get to fixing this trailer. Since we couldn't replace the wood, what we ended up doing is, on some of these are loose, they had pulled through these holes here. So I had some of these, I don't know what these are called, but they're like fender washers used for panels. And I put them on top of a washer, and so now that holds that firm on there and grips it wider than just the hole. Ultimately, yeah, we need to replace all this wood on here. It's just, this trailer's been through a lot, and it's showing its age. Wow, that whole thing's just toast too. Well, I do have a 2x4 right there. Maybe we'll use that.
Like you said, the trailer's got a lot of miles on it, so
as long as all the bearings are greased, and
bearings look good so far. Pads getting worn, but usable.
Okay.
Yeah.
It like it was. I can't even talk. Joe's over here messing with me. Okay. Beep. In light of the new project, we have to do some cleaning. Thankfully, we've been cleaning a bunch back here already. But this needs to move over here. We got to kind of rearrange some stuff. We'll put the steel over there, because we got to have access to that. Why? I don't know. I'm just gonna have to come back and find out. We also did some digging through our storage and found this guy. It's a 110 winch. That will come in handy.
What are you even talking about?
What's so funny?
What are you even talking about?
What? Why?
What are you even talking about?
Why are you repeating yourself?
Because you can cut it. What are you... What are you even talking about?
I'm literally going to leave that whole segment in there.
Here we go now.
Okay, we've got a space now. This is awesome. It's good to get this place cleaned up and making it much better. Clean workspace is a happy workspace. Okay, that's a lie. It's not happy. A few more little things to clean up. But, got this guy over here. We need to start getting the rest of these tubes on here that we have made. We have room actually over here to access all our tools. Moving the table back the other day helped a lot. But, like I said, the biggest thing is once the crossfire's gone, it'll be back at Joe's place. We'll be able to have all the space here for what we need. We'll get rid of that bench over there and some of the stuff that's piled up. Would somebody tell Preston to come get his seat? Somebody call Preston at Garage Idiots and be like, yo, dude, go get your seat. I think I lost Joe. What you doing out here?
Cleaning everything up. About that time.
Gotta go take, man, I gotta take that tire, and our spare to get warrantied. Didn't realize. I think we ran over a bunch of nails or something.
Fist bump for you. Oh, we're not there yet. See, you let me do one, and that's what happens.
Get all fist bump happy. All right, people, so we are going to end it there. Thanks for spending a little bit of time with us and seeing what we have going on. Now you got to update where we're at with a lot of projects and everything we're working on right now, including the new thing that's coming in about a week. So we will keep you updated on that.
And believe me, you want to see it.
Yes. Maybe you don't. Maybe you do.
Cool.
No, you do. I'm pretty positive. Yeah.
It's pretty fast.
It's going to be fast.
Is it going to be anything else?
It's going to be furiously entertaining.
Okay. We will see.
Oh, man. All right. Well, anyways, come back. We'll hit you up. We'll be back in a couple days with another video. We're going to try and start posting a lot more often. We've just been crazy busy with a lot of stuff going on. And sorry we haven't had as many videos, but we will have more. I promise you there's going to be a lot of videos coming, especially with Sema not even 6 months out, 5 months, 4, 3, 1, 2, I don't know. It's not far enough away, and let's everybody keep our fingers crossed that it's going to happen and be a great event. So we are rambling now. It's time to go. Joe, fist bump for you, buddy. If you like the video, make sure you subscribe, like, share, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Fist bump for you guys. Oh, crap, I knocked the camera off.